I am now almost 3 months post layoff, and every time someone asks me if I'm looking for a job, they look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them that I'm not. I have not been looking for a job, actually. I have been using this time to take a sabbatical. I know that most of us do not get the opportunity to really take the time to rest. And I'll be honest, in the beginning, I was not looking at this season as a period of time to rest. I was panicking. I was thinking, like, what am I going to do now that I don't have this job? How am I going to make money? All these things. But then I really slowed down and looked at my circumstances and my situation. And I was like, wait, girl, you got time. You actually can relax a little bit. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to take the rest of this summer to just be. I'm going to do things that fill up my cup, things that I didn't get to do while I was working that job for 4 years, and things that have been on my spirit and on my mind, and things that I wanted to accomplish and do. That's what I'm going to spend this time doing. So today I want to share with y'all some of the things that I've been doing my Black Girl Sabbatical. Hey girl, hey, I'm your girl Sonia Star J. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But if you're returning, welcome back. Today, we are going to be talking about all the things that I've been doing during my Black Girl Summer Wellness Sabbatical. That's what I've been calling this time. In the beginning, like I said, I was stressed out. I was like, girl, what we going to do now? Because so much of my identity had been wrapped up in who I was. I felt like, oh man, now I got this title and I'm in executive leadership and I'm a manager and all these things. And it's like, I lost that title. Now who am I? When I have conversations with people out at networking events and they say, what do you do? And I'm like, nothing. It was a very uncomfortable period. But now I've come to terms with the fact that I have an opportunity to do what the women in my family never got to do. And that is sit the down and rest and enjoy the opportunity and just being. That's what I've been doing. I've been resting and I've been pouring into my creativity. Now, I love doing YouTube. It has not been lucrative. I ain't been getting the views and all the things, but I love showing up here and just expressing myself. That is one thing that I have been doing, but I also will say that I've been pouring into my personal development and my skills. So I have a list of all the things that I've been doing this summer and some things that I'm going to be doing with the rest of the summer. So I always wanted to do the entrepreneurship thing. It didn't work out for me before when I tried it, but we don't give up, right? I had initially had a website that had all my things on it, my blog, my merch, all the things, and I could die. I just let it go. It was attached to my YouTube channel, but I just hadn't had the time or mental capacity to really pour into it the way that I wanted to. So I went ahead and paid to get my website redone at the beginning of the year when I still had a job. So now I have the opportunity to get that website redone, start writing on my blog again just for fun. I went and got a photo shoot done just so I could feel more like myself, because once you experience an identity shift, it's like, who am I now? It's like, you're not your job title. You are a whole living human being with interests and a whole bunch of other things. So I went ahead and booked a photo shoot with a photographer that I've always wanted to shoot with. And I did it more so as a personal rebrand. And the photos came out really good. I'm still waiting for the edited ones to come back, and I know they're going to be tea. And so I'm going to use those pictures on my new website and get back into doing things that I love to do, which is putting my merch out there. I love being a creative designer and just creating things. It's what I've always loved to do. But working on my 9 to 5s and balancing doing my creative things never really gave me the time to really put my foot in it and really do what I wanted to do. And so I'm doing that as a casual thing. That's just something that I'm doing for fun right now. I wouldn't call it a hobby because I would like to make an income from it. But right now, it's just in the works of being developed. It's not developed So another thing that I've been working on is getting my yoga certification. So I got my somatic healing certification. I'm a licensed massage therapist already. And so I just felt like getting my yoga certification could help to deepen my understanding of flow and movement and being able to articulate cueing and all the things. I've been doing a great job with teaching my somatic stretch classes. Everyone loves them. I just led a virtual somatic stretch session along with Bible study that was led by someone else, and it was amazing. Everyone loved it, and I'm super excited to be able to do more of that. So that was really good to have as an experience, and I look forward to doing more of that. But just like pouring into my self education, I got some books. I got a couple yoga books, and I also got some other books related to psychology and somatic movement. I got 7 new books to read. I did get Kennedy Ryan's score too, so that I can mix that in with self help and personal development. I'm actually going to make a different video on my summer reading list so that I can share with y'all all the things that I'm reading, like the psychology of money, Psych 101, somatic therapy, score, and just get into the books that I chose to get and why and what you can learn from them too. So be on the lookout for that one. Now, another thing that I poured myself into was volunteering. I pulled back on that though because I just wanted to spend more time with me in my house because after I got laid off, it was like, now what? And I spent a lot of time grieving and sad and on the couch and in the bed. And I'm like, we just bought a house a week before I got laid off. Mentally and emotionally, I just wasn't in a space to realize that, hey, you got a whole house that you could pour into. So now I'm back at it. I'm about to get a bookshelf and decorate that. And I'm about to get back to decorating other things and organizing. That is something that I want to focus more on in the next coming weeks and days because it's like, I got a new home, my home, it's mine. I did get a table and chairs for the back deck. We got a grill out there on the back deck that's overlooking the river. And so that's just super tea. I love that. Go out there and have lunch and read a book. It just feels so good, y'all. My stress levels have been so much more lower. I've been having minimal breakouts. I'm just like, this is wonderful. And so we did go on a week-long trip to the Caribbean last month for my birthday. We were there for 6 days because we got delayed a day. We were supposed to be there for 5 days, but it ended up being 6, and I was upset about that. But we did go on a trip. I had thought about canceling it. I'm like, should we be going on a big trip right now? But it's like, it was already paid for. So let's go and enjoy ourselves and rest and have a good time. And it was beautiful. It was such a good opportunity to actually take a vacation. I travel a lot, but I don't vacation a lot. So we spent the first 2 days just shooting the shit and going to the pool and go to the beach and just lounging around and resting. And then we got into more excursions and going and driving around the island. It was just so dope. We rented a car and I was just like, this is so good. I got to sleep. Oh man, it was so good. It was beautiful. The food was good. My cousin was there. My husband was there. We went to beach clubs and I was just like, I'm so glad that we didn't cancel this trip because I thought that, not that it was going to be like an eat, pray, love type situation, but I definitely thought that I was going to gain more clarity after taking that trip. I didn't, but it was good to be able to go and just have the experience. It was really good. And so now that I'm back, I'm working on just getting back into a routine. I'm taking classes, dance classes, Tai Chi classes. I have a pelvic Pilates class coming up. Then I'm really excited about getting back outside. I've been outside, y'all. I've been going to lounges. I've been going to events. I've been community building. In a sense, I'm actually going to make a separate video on community building in your 30s because I get why the girls say that it's hard to make friends as you get older, but I've really been enjoying the people that I've been meeting. It's been such a good time when you get to go to events that are surrounded by like-minded people. It's just so good. So I went to a fashion event. I've been going to art events, and I've been having a really good time with that. And it helps me to kind of get out of my head, get out of the house. I've been meeting up with people to do co-working sessions. That has been so good. It was a really rough couple of weeks. It was a rough 2 months. And I'm so grateful for the people who got me out the house and just walked with me, talked with me, checked in, and just having the freedom to be able to do all the things. And I'm grateful to God that we're not in a season of lack. We are in a space where it's like, we're okay. God is providing. We are good. And that allows me to have a sense of calm. I was worried before because I'm just like, I've never been without a job. I've never had a period where I just wasn't doing nothing. There was a short period of time where I was living with my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, where I quit my job to do massage therapy part time. And I'm still an active licensed massage therapist. So I could always do that. I'll pick up a shift here and there, but I just have this opportunity to just figure out what I want to do. It's been scary, but it's like God has been making things happen. Opportunities have just been coming out the cut. And I'm just like, girl, you don't got nothing to worry about. You are so skilled and so talented and so creative that everything is going to work out if you just believe it and you do the work. My big thing is I really want YouTube to work. I really do. I know so many people come on this platform and they say that, but I've always had this dream of being on TV and doing all the TV media things. I'm a writer, I'm a creative, but being stuck in survival mode for so long, it got me out of that like creative lane. I just bought a new juicer, got a big juicer off a TikTok shop. It was a cute little $70 juicer. I haven't used it yet, so I'm not going to let y'all know how that's going yet. I'll probably do a follow-up video to let y'all know how it's going. It has a bigger chute, so we can juice more things and get back into juicing, getting back on my health and my wellness. I love that for me. Love that for us as a whole because I really fell off. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I fell off. I'm also upgrading my cell phone. I have had the iPhone 12 for about 7 years now, since maybe it came out. I don't know. Since 2020, I believe I've had the iPhone 12 and it's time to upgrade. A lot of the freelance things that I've been wanting to do, they require you to have an iPhone 15 or above. And I'm like, that's crazy. But then when I look at my content compared to other people's, it does look like I'm filming in a potato. So I'm going to go ahead and get that new phone. I know that the 18 is about to come out, so I don't know if I'm going to get a discount, but I am going to look into getting the 17. I really want to go 15 or 16, but I'm going to go ahead and get that 17 because maybe that will help with me moving into wanting to do more like film and cinematography and all of those things. Really step into my creative side now that I'm giving myself the space to do so. Now that I have the space to do so, everyone around me is so encouraging. My husband's like, girl, you are so creative. You can figure some things out. You got it. We good. And I just love that. I recognize that not everybody has that opportunity and that support. And so every day I'm just super grateful for the people who give me space to grow and to become who it is that I really truly want to be. And for the support of my husband every single day because I'm not being rushed to do anything and just like being so supported and doing YouTube and what I love to do and what I want to do. I'm just super grateful. But it took me some time to get to that point because I was so stuck in, I gotta rush, I gotta do this, I gotta do it. And it's just like, girl, no, you don't. Relax. So I'm grateful for that. Lately, I've been playing in more girly things like fashion and makeup, like just getting back to who I was pre-corporate, I guess. I tried to show up as my full self at the job that I had. It was in tech and it was like a lot of guys and it was just like I was the only one doing the things and like I didn't really have like community there. I had people that I talked to, but I just wasn't my full self. And so now that I have the space to get back into me, I'm like looking at my old pictures and stuff. I'm like, girl, where did you go? Where did she go? And you spend so many years being unfulfilled and just going through the motions, you do yourself more harm than good. Like, people said that to me, but it was just like I was operating out of so much fear. And now that I truly have the opportunity to move in faith and not fear, and really allowing God to show up in my life. I've done this before when I moved across the country, knowing nobody, having no job and nowhere to stay. I've been on a faith walk before. This is a little bit different, but because it's just like, oh, the economy and social media, and the administration, all the things that people say that you should fear. And I'm just like, nah, I don't think I will. I think that I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to keep living my life because I know that the life of my dreams is on the other side of me just showing up and just doing all the things that I know that I can do. I'm not going to lie, I do feel a way that I can't figure out how to get my channel to grow. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to talk about that in another video. I paid for someone to audit my channel and my Facebook so that I can have a better understanding of branding and marketing, because I don't have that background. I'm really just learning as I go. And I literally built this brick by brick. And in the beginning, I was making content that probably wasn't aligned. I was younger at the time. And so I'm just like, this is the path that we're on. And hopefully my people start finding me. Hopefully y'all are watching this and y'all like, hey, you're my girl. You're my community. And I love that. What I'm going to be doing to pour into myself is I'm taking myself to a concert, like a solo concert. Me and my husband have been going outside to different events. Me and my friends have been going outside to different events. But I'm like, you know what? I really just want to do something with me. I just want to pour into me, get cute, go out to a concert. So I'm going to go see Kehlani when she comes to my city, because it's a full circle moment for me. I see Kehlani for the first time when I lived in Arizona 10 years ago, when I just drove to Arizona on a whim and I was there for 7 months. I had met some girls, don't know where I met these girls, but we ended up going to the Kehlani concert. And now that she's coming back here 10 years later, it's just like, I don't know, full circle moment for me. I really do see the life that I want to live. And one thing that this season is teaching me is to accept the life that you're already living, because this was at one point the life that you were praying for. The life that I have now, oh my gosh, I'm going to get emotional. Y'all know how I am. Life that I'm living now was once the life that I talked to God about, that I prayed about, that I journaled about. And I actually posted a video 2 years ago on TikTok when they were doing construction in the back of my house. And it was annoying. It was like for a full year. It smelled bad. It was loud. We couldn't sleep. It was just horrible. It was an eyesore. They had to take money off of our rent for a full year. And I posted a video and was like, I'm just going to pretend that they're back here doing construction to fix up my lake house. They're doing construction so that I can have a better view of the river. And then we ended up buying a house in that same area overlooking the river. What do you even mean? And so sometimes when we get to the next goal, when we hit that next goal, we just check that off of our to-do list. And we don't actually take the time to really bask in the fact that we made it. Like, we did that thing. And it's okay to just accept it and sit in it and be happy for it and be grateful for it and just be like, wow, I'm so happy that I'm here. I have so much more to do and so much further to go. But right now, this is everything that I wanted. Even if it's everything that I wanted then, it's still okay to be grateful for it. Really taking the time. I'm like, decorating my house. Like, this is my house. I've been trying to buy a house for 4 years. And it finally happened. Like, I gotta take some time and really sit with this and be grateful for this. Thank you. So that's what I've been doing. I've been sleeping a lot. I've been walking a lot. I've been eating. I've been enjoying myself. And I encourage anyone who has the opportunity to take some time to really just be with you. Take your FMLA, take your PTO, take the time that's necessary for you to really be in your life. I'm spending so much more time meditating and just being present and practicing mindfulness and showing up for my friends. I'm babysitting, I'm dog sitting, I'm doing all the things that I wish I could have done more of while I was working. But I'm also taking more time for me. Like I said, I'm getting back into juicing, cooking again. I have been loving making my husband's breakfast and lunch and like just making sure that our house is somewhere that we both love to come home to. The other day he came home and was like, I'm so grateful that I have a beautiful wife and a home to come home to after a long day. And that made me feel so good in ways that I didn't even realize that I was going to need or that I didn't realize that I might even want when I was younger. 10 years ago, I wouldn't think about that. It's about my career. But I'm just grateful. Yeah, I know I keep saying that, but that's how I feel. And so I just wanted to share all the things that I've been up to I don't want to say post grief, because I'm still grieving. I'm still giving myself the opportunity to go through the things. Shit still hurts. I'm still asking myself the questions. What could I have done better? But I also knew that it was time to go. It was time for a change. And I know all the things that I want. And it's like, all right. How could I forget, y'all? I'm also working on a book. I got back into writing again, y'all. I am working on my third book. I don't want to tell y'all too much. I don't want to tell you too much, but I'm working on my third book. And I'm super excited about this. I knew the concept of a book that I wanted to write, and I have so many unfinished novels and books and things that I started and didn't finish, but this one is the one. And God willing, hopefully everything works out. I'm going to have it done by fall, winter of 2026. And I'm so excited to share that with y'all because that's who I am. I am shedding an old version of me and stepping into a new version. And I'm accepting of that. And it's scary and it's big and it's new, but I'm allowing space for it. I'm allowing space for this new version of me to show up. And I'm so excited for her. And I'm so excited to introduce y'all to her too. And thank you so much for showing up here and giving me grace because I'm always saying, I'm going to go live and I'm going to post this day, and then I don't. I appreciate it if you still are a part of this community and don't write me off as being flicky. I'm sorry. That's the update for today and today's video. So I'm going to go get me something to eat. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. And as always, I will catch you all in the next video next week, same time. I will see you there. Been a minute since we kicked it, you've been